Step back, obey me at all times and protect yourself at all times. Understood? Okay. These shorts are high. I'm accepting the punch there. Okay? That level. Thank you. Box.
For the first round.
So into the first round, this one scheduled for 6 at heavyweight. Fabio Wardley in the silver and gold. Dennis Lewandowski in the blue. Delay to the start of the fight due to the fact that Lewandowski's thumbs were not attached to the rest of his glove, which is not allowed. So they had to be changed. 13-3 Lewandowski. All 3 defeats have come on points over 10 rounds. So I think he's been selected due to the fact that that would suggest he'll be able to take Fabio Wardley some rounds, and he hasn't had too many rounds in recent times. Big weight difference between the two. You can spot that for yourself. Wardley weighing in at 16.5 stone. Lewandowski considerably more. Looking for the jab there. German fighter has got a high guard.
He's keeping his hands nice and high here, Lewandowski. Not giving too much away. Wardley trying to be patient, trying to pop a jab out, trying to create some openings. Maybe needs to throw a few more feints.
Good jab there from Wardley. You can see the head just snap back of Lewandowski. He's standing straight in front of him. Just trying to change the angle there, Wardley. I mentioned he's been out at the training centre in Ukraine working with Alexander Usyk. Shame that that fight against Takam won't be happening, not for the moment at least, due to a bicep injury to Usyk. They're putting it back by 4 months is the latest, so possibly that injury is relatively serious, which we can only hope it's not, given how young he is in his fledgling heavyweight career. But Wardley again picked up invaluable ring time with one of the best fighters around.
Well, Lewandowski not giving much away, keeping his hands very high, trying to catch a counter left hook there. I think Wardley's going to have to work hard here to open up the defences of Lewandowski. He's going to have to throw combinations, punches in bunches, and he's going to have to throw a few more feints.
It's not a bad jab, that, from Lewandowski when he does snap it out. So first round down, first round in the books. And both of them choosing to stay on their feet between rounds here. I think there might have been a bit of confusion there between the corner and the referee as to how long this fight is. I think they think, the German corner, that it's 8 rounds, and it's not. It's 6. Wardley just popping out the jab.
Well, interestingly, Andy, they did feel it was an 8 round. Are we going to see a little bit more urgency now from Lewandowski with it being a 6? Certainly in the first round, both men took their time. Wardley rightly wasn't wasting unnecessary energy hitting arms and gloves, and Lewandowski not giving much away. So Wardley is going to have, there's a good body shot from Wardley and a good jab.
Lewandowski landed a decent jab at the start of the round himself. He needs to keep throwing that if he's going to try and keep Wardley off him, because at the minute this is target practice and he's not a small target. So Wardley can go to the head, he can try and look to the body, he can try and work around that clock face, keeping Lewandowski in the centre of the ring. Decent jab again there from Wardley.
He's got a nice crisp jab, Wardley, and I like the way he shoots it up from the waist. Good speed, good crispness to it. Just touching with the jab there, which is wise sometimes when you guys got a very tight defence like Lewandowski. There's no point hitting arms and gloves, wasting unnecessary energy. So it's good to just mix the power up, mix the speed up, mix the angles up.
He's looking for a big right hand there, Wardley. Didn't land it, for all a smile from Lewandowski. I remember when I first watched him against Phil Williams, that was back just before Christmas, on that White Chisora 2 bill. One thing I noticed about Wardley was that there was a lot of movement there. He was never really set when he threw his punches, and he seems to have got on top of that to a degree, although in this kind of fight, it's never going to be easier, really, to plant your feet and throw than tonight.
Yeah, he's got all the time in the world, he's got all the space, the room, so, I mean, this is an opponent there that's, you know, he's got a winning record, but he knows that he's come here to give Wardley rounds, and that he'll have his own ambitions, of course, but Wardley is a big favourite here, and he'll have stiffer tests as he goes along. That's good left hook, though, from Wardley, good right hand. I think the key here for Wardley is he doesn't waste energy on arms and gloves, and he tries to pry open that defence of Lewandowski. He's got to throw a few more feints for me, though, because Lewandowski's just very tight guard and nothing too clean getting through, so he's going to have to throw combinations, he's going to have to throw a few feints, he's going to have to mix his attack up, go head and body, and he's got to try and open up that defence.
Just trying to switch the angle there briefly. So into the third, Fabio Wardley in the silver and gold, Dennis Lewandowski in the blue. They're scheduled for 6 at heavyweight. That was a nice straight left hand off the back of a right to the body there from Wardley. And this is exactly the kind of fight where he will be able to work on things, the kinds of things that he's learned sharing the ring with somebody like Alexander Usyk. There's not a great deal coming back in the other direction. That was solid. I think that buzzed Lewandowski up a little bit, and he's just looking to get close himself. Threw a left hand, which was decent. He can throw a decent shot every now and again.
Yeah, that was a quick left hook from Lewandowski. Wardley got to be careful, not just to, once he finishes punching, then he doesn't get into the habit of standing there in range, admiring his work, get the shots up, and then either move your head or get out of range with your feet. Don't want to get into that bad habit, even though these opponents sometimes are kind of there to survive. You don't want to get into bad habits where you stand in range admiring your work.
Well, there was a good uppercut, just as you were talking there, Matt. There's another one. First one landed about 30 seconds ago, maybe. That second one was nice and crisp as well, straight up the centre.
He throws a good uppercut, Wardley. His last fight, he landed a peach. I think it was a double jab, right uppercut, right through the middle. It was a cracking shot. He gets really good leverage into it. There it is again.
And he's doing some damage with that. There's some blood coming from the nose of Lewandowski, who's just beginning to get a bit busted up here. That last performance we saw from Wardley was against Morgan Dassault at the O2 in early February. Dassault was 5-4 from a travelling background, a Frenchman, and I thought he was really going to come to give it a crack, and Wardley got rid of him in the first round in quick time. And he's looking to open up a little bit here, and he's just trapped on the ropes, really. Lewandowski looks to try and let that right hand go, but he's just getting beaten up here.
Yeah, these are good shots going down the middle.
Good body shots to a knee, under pressure. That was a good decision, I think, from the German, just to try and gain a little bit of respite, but he's getting punished in there at the moment. He really is. Wardley's kind of just upped the tempo incrementally from round 1 to 2 to 3.
Yep. It's those right uppercuts straight through the middle. They're doing the damage. They've bloodied the nose. You know, as he tries to bring his hands together to try and block the uppercuts, he's going to get the counter on the back.
Again, and I think he's just nodded at the referee that he doesn't want any more here, and the referee on cue just steps in and waves it over. It was another uppercut that just dumped him onto the bottom rope, and at that point, Lewandowski had the wherewithal to confess, really, that